my husband, we can talk a lot to each other. Whenever we're both dealing with something, we'll talk. And I've always been able to, talk to him. So I just go to him and I talk. And I remember one day my big sister was coming to pick me up because she said, "You just need to get out." And I'm like, "I can't go out." It was a while I couldn't go out. Like, I felt like, no, it was just going to happen. People were going to look at me funny if I would start panicking and have a panic attack out in front of everybody. I don't want nobody judging me. No, I have to stay in the house. And so he was like, "No, babe, you need to go with your sister. You'll be fine." And I'm like, so I'm getting dressed and it's getting closer to time for me to go. And boom. And I started having an anxiety attack. And it's whenever I would have one, I couldn't catch my breath. And I'm steady trying to breathe. And my heart is beating really fast. And I'm just, and I would begin to cry. Whenever I would go into anxiety attack, I would start crying because it would scare me. And I remember my husband walked up to me and he stood in front of me. And my husband is very tall. He's taller than me. And he stood in front of me and I'm looking up at him like this. And he's just looking down on me. And he never says a word. He never says anything. He just looked. And I looked and I just remember I began to calm down. Like, and I could calm and I could calm. And then it started easing on down. And then he gave me a kiss on my forehead. And he doesn't, to this day, I always tell him, "You don't know how much that meant to me." I know you're like, "What?" But something as simple as that, like, it meant a lot to me. And I'm like, I said, "This guy really, really loves me." And I said, "He really loves me." Even if he don't understand the anxiety, for him to sit there and fight through this with me means the world, because it's not easy. Anxiety is not easy. I never thought that I would have it, which is so crazy, like that it all of a sudden just came about. It's like, wow. And, now dealing with it, I'm like, so, my doctors prescribed me medicine and everything for it. And so, I just feel like I'm the type, I don't want to be on medicine. I barely like taking medicine. I don't like pills or none of that. But they prescribed me that a while back. Um, and it did help. Um, I remember the first one they gave me, the dosage was way too high, so it made my anxiety attacks worse. But the one, they changed it and it made it better. And so, I've been fine, but I'm gonna tell you the real the real thing that really helped me. And I know y'all probably gonna be like, "What?" But just hear me out. God. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I know it's not a lot of religious people, and they like, "Oh, I already hear it. There's no such thing as God, God." I'm just gonna say this. Everybody's entitled to believe in what they believe in. This is not me pushing this on anybody. I'm not pushing what I believe on anybody, okay? I'm just telling you what helped me as an individual. And God is what got me through, okay? Every day, me praying to Him. I grew up in church. Like I said, my mother is an evangelist, and I grew up in church, so I know to pray and I know how to pray. And so that really, really helped me. God, praying to God, taking it one day at a time, and then you just kind of like try to keep your mind clear. For a person who thinks a lot, I know that's hard. I've always been a thinker. Like, my mind is always on go up in here. I'm like thinking of ways to do this, thinking of how I'm going to change this, thinking of how I'm going to get this, thinking of how I'm going to reach this goal. My mind is always on go. You know what I'm saying? And so having anxiety and then trying to keep my mind clear was like, what in the heck? Like, and I know they say God won't put any more on you can bear. Now, I used to be telling God, like, "God, okay, you said that you wouldn't put more on me than I could bear. But this right here, no, I don't think that I can bear this. But look at me now. I'm still here. I'm still living. I wouldn't wish anxiety on anybody. I would not wish it on anybody. And I have a friend that I know that deals with it. And I just want her to know that, I'm here with you. If whenever you need me, I know how hard it is. And I know that you want to get over this. And I just want you to know that you are not alone. And I remember feeling so alone. Even though my husband and my kids were here, and they made me very happy. Just having to see them and talk to them and play with them, they make me really happy. But at times you can still feel alone, even in a house full of people. But dealing with anxiety makes you really, really, really feel like you're the only one dealing with it. And I just want you to know that you got it. Regardless of how you see it and how you feel, you got this. Don't give up. You can do it. Like I said, whenever you need me, all you gotta do is text me. All you gotta do is call me. You need to hang out. We gonna hang out. Cause I know when I was going through it, I needed somebody to help me, and my big sister was there to get me out of the house, and she would come over and she would pray with me if I felt down. So I'm here. I'm here. And to all the other people that's dealing with anxiety, just keep fighting. But I really feel like anxiety is a mind thing. It's all up in here. And so if you can just try to clear that, try to breathe in, breathe out. Excuse me. I noticed that when I started getting used to the anxiety attacks, and I knew when they were about to come, like I could feel them when they're about to come. Like I could tell when it was about to happen. I would start getting cold. And then like right up in my chest would like start feeling cold. Oh, no, my stomach. That's what it was. My stomach would start feeling cold, it would start cold or sweating or something like that, and I would start feeling dizzy, and then my heart would start pounding. And if I'm laying down, I would sit up on my bed and I would breathe. I was like, okay. Or I would stand in front of my fan because for some reason air helped me. And so I would stand in front of the fan and breathe out. And then another thing that I would do was as soon as I knew it was coming, I would recognize that it was anxiety. And I'd be like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, that's just an anxiety attack. And as soon as I would think, oh, that's just the anxiety, it would go away, which is so weird. That's why I say I think it's a mind thing. Like, if you're like, I'm about to have an anxiety attack, I'm about to have one, you're going to have it, But if you're like, oh, it's trying to come, but I'm not going to have it, I'm not focused on it, start talking, blah, 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 it'll disappear, I can't talk for everybody else, but I know that for me, from my experience, that would happen. And like when I would get ready to have one, I would grab my husband's hand. I would hold his hand, and he would know that one was about to happen. So he would immediately start asking me questions. Whatever he was doing, whether he was playing his game, whether he was on his phone, if he was cooking, and I would grab his hand, I wouldn't even have to say anything. He would immediately stop, and he'll say, so babe, how was your day? I love you, right? Oh, you look beautiful. Babe, you seen this earlier? There was this, like just random questions and random things he would say to me or tell me he loved me. And it would keep my mind off the anxiety because now my mind is focused on what he's saying. So by him distracting me and talking about something else, and not him saying, okay, babe, let's breathe in and breathe out. We're going to work on this anxiety. Breathe in, breathe out. He didn't do that. He would talk to me and that would distract that anxiety, and then it would be gone. And so that's how I had dealt with the anxiety. Um, so I mean, what I'm gonna do, because this video is kind of long, guys. I could talk and talk on about this. I just want to help people. I want to help other women. I want to help even men that's dealing with this. Because it's not just women that deal with it, but it's some men too. And I just want you guys to be encouraged and to know that somebody is there. If you need them, someone is there. Like, you're normal. Cause I know for a fact that I thought that I wasn't normal anymore. I was like, I'm just not normal. Like, why do I feel like I'm not normal? Know that you're normal. You are. And that you will get through this. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. And I just love you guys, and I'm surprised that I got through this video without crying, because I was holding back, because I remember when it was so fresh to me. It was so fresh. It was so scary. I would never want anybody to deal with that ever. And so I have this shirt on that I came up with. My husband made it for me, and I'm just trying to see if you guys can see. It says, attack anxiety and fight the anxiety attack. And I love it. I'm so happy that he made it. He's going to make me another one. If you or anybody want one, just tell me down in the comment section if you want one. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that I encourage someone to fight on and to press on. It's okay to go see a doctor about it. It's okay to get a therapist if that's what you needed. And no, you're not crazy for going to see a therapist. You are not crazy. Trust me, I felt the same way. You're not crazy. So if you have been thinking about going to see a therapist, go ahead. You wanted to tell your doctor about it? Go ahead. You can still pray to God and everything. You can still do that. Just go ahead. This will help you. Because at the end of the day, it's about you. But thank you so much, guys. And if you would like to share this video that might possibly help somebody else, then by all means, go ahead. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.